Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. It is a scary statistic that anxiety and mental health issues are absolutely going through the roof. They really are. And so I wanted to do a podcast on just some of the core basic vitamins and minerals that will help with anxiety and help support mental health, okay? Because we can't make stress go away, but we've got to get our body to adapt to it and help our body to be able to manage symptoms of things like anxiety and come from that place of prevention. So there are some vitamins and minerals that are commonly associated with promoting relaxation and reducing anxiety. And that's the place to start. If we're going to support our mental health, we've got to get anxiety down and help our body chill. So the first one is your Bs, the vitamin B complexes. So things like your B1s, B3s, B6s, B9s, B12s. I've already done a whole podcast just on vitamin Bs and how essential that they are, but particularly for things like brain function as well. So they're involved in the production of our neurotransmitters and things like serotonin and dopamine, okay, which are essential for mood regulation. So if you want to check out the podcast just on vitamin Bs, go back to podcast number 170. So the bottom line is foods that are richest in vitamin B contain things like your whole grains, your dark green veggies, and also your legumes. Cool? Okay, the next one is magnesium. Magnesium is needed for our nervous system just to chill. It helps to regulate the nervous system and reduce stress. We can't make stress go away. We can just get our body going, it's okay, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. And it acts as a natural relaxant and also aids in the production of GABA, G-A-B-A, which is a neurotransmitter that absolutely, it brings calmness into our body, okay? Sometimes you'll see GABA at the health food shops. So good sources of magnesium includes things like your nuts and seeds, almonds, pecans, walnuts are amongst my favorites. Legumes, the whole grains, and the dark green leafy greens. So magnesium, I have done a bunch of podcasts in my Healthy Life Hack series on magnesium. It's weaved amongst so many things. So check it out. Another one for good mental health is absolutely omega-3 essential fatty acids. So omega-3s, particularly EPA, you've got EPA and DHA, okay? Now they have been linked to promoting brain health and reducing anxiety and depression symptoms. So your brain is kind of like a great big lump of omega-3 essential fat. And so we need to feed it the right fats, omega-3s, to help support it as well. So the most common sources of omega-3s are found in things like fatty fish, like salmon and sardines, but not farm salmon. Farm salmon is scary shit. You want to get, if you're going to do omega-3 from a fish source, it's got to be a cold water fish. Get a deep water krill or something like that. Or sardines, tin sardines. I don't trust salmon unless you can get it that you guarantee no, it's like a free-range wild salmon, not a farm salmon. It's just nasty shit. So don't trust the supplements out there. They're scary. But flaxseed oil is an easy way to do it. And both Alice, my wife, and I, we are flaxseed oil every damn day. Depending on the day, somewhere between a couple of teaspoons, so about 10 mil and 20 mil. Chia seeds have a bit of omega-3 in it, although not as much, and nuts from the walnuts. And we think of the doctrine of signatures. We think about how the part of plant shows up in nature, how or what part of our body systems it relates to. And a walnut looks like a brain. They're loaded with everything to help our brain function properly too. So check it out. So the next one is vitamin D. Now, vitamin D has been absolutely linked to moods, anxiety, depression. And a lot of people think vitamin D sunlight, and it is 100%. It's also found in things like your really cold water fatty fishes. Already talked about, make sure it's not a farmed fatty fish. Fortified dairy products, which is where they get dairy and they add vitamin D to it, which is so common nowadays. But also egg yolks. Egg yolks are an easy way to be able to get vitamin D. So the sun is definitely part of it. We want to be able to get that. But it's interesting with the sun that, like, I'm tanned because I'm in the sun pretty much every day surfing. And our body gets to the point that it sees a tan as a sunscreen and it stops us absorbing vitamin D. So whether you've got a tan or not a tan, a lot of people can be still low in vitamin D, particularly D3. So we know that the needs of an individual vary, okay? It's not like this set amount. However, if you are mindfully bringing vitamin D-rich foods into your diet as well, that's going to help to support your mental health, okay? So we want the good fats, the omega-3s, we want the vitamin D, we want magnesium to keep our nervous system calm, and then we're also wanting the B vitamins as well. So look, if you want to check out the show notes, go to www.healthylifehacks.com.au and you can check those lists that I've written there. But come from a place of prevention. There are the needs, the stress, the impact of the last few years on people is so big, and we're seeing mental health imbalances just through the roof. People need more and more and more support to be able to manage anxiety and mental health. And a lot of people, they're not even like clinically depressed, but they're not happy because their gut and brain aren't talking. So it's not just take a supplement. It's about looking at the body holistically to be able to manage things like anxiety and mental health, but come from a place of prevention, okay? At least start eating more of these nutrient-rich foods and maybe grabbing supplements as well. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.